Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. Today is 13th day of January. Live here at Masipit, Calpan City. And for a news, your anchor, Yabi Jeras, Angelo J. and
Purchasing process is a business owner to make a purchase. They usually have to go through a formal process like research, negotiate, and send out payments when they buy something.
But what are the steps involved in this process and where does it begin?
The purchasing process begins with ordering and when someone makes a purchase request and sends it in. The request process can be sped up and improved by the purchasing decision form. It is the method that the orders must be made from a list of sellers so as to obtain the response. On the other hand, it will ensure good controls over ordering by proper segregation of duties and authorization of pre-numbered orders forms. It is important to remember that the person who prepared the requisition should not be the same to the person who does the ordering. Moreover, order form must match with the purchase requisition. That's all, not the user like that.
Thank you, Nico Rilano.
after creating a purchase order, the next step to be addressed is goods inward. The warehouse will check the quality of goods received and also that all items received are stated in the approved purchasing order. Furthermore, supplier invoice needs it matched with purchase requisition form, purchase order and goods return notes. However, how can we ensure goods control over goods inward?
We can ensure goods control over goods inwards through the following. First, one is by the means of proper segregation of duties. It means that the person receiving the goods should not be the same person recording the entries. Also check the invoices for goods are updated in stocks cards, price check to quotation, classified correctly calculated, posted to purchase and accounts payable ledger, and have a goods received notes. And second is by the means of re-perform calculation on suppliers' invoices. All goods and services are recorded in the correct accounting period. And lastly, compare monthly suppliers' statement with accounts payable balance. With this verification of invoices recorded are checked for mathematical calculation, references to purchase orders and goods received notes and authorized for payment. And that's it. Back to you, Mr. Liab.
Thank you, Lisiran Dosea. So the next logical step with the process is payment. It is done through cash disbursement report. Sequence dispatch to suppliers must be made by a authorized personnel and the payment voucher needs to be stamp paid to avoid the duplication. On the other hand, we can ensure good controls over payment of goods by proper segregation of duties, wherein the person receiving the payment should not be the same person doing the accounting records. With regards on testing of controls, compare with paid sequence to ensure pay agrees. Both to suppliers invoice for good and service received and that these invoices have been checked and stamped paid.
And the final step on this process is reconcile supplier statement with accounts payable ledger. To ensure that payments are already made once for goods and services received, check a signatory must check supporting documents and invalidate invoices by stamping paid. In addition to check and recorder liabilities, the following audit procedures are used. First, ask management about control activities used to identify and record unrecord liabilities and actuals at the end of the accounting period. Secondly, obtain vendors' statement and reconcile the amounts to the client's accounts payable record. Thirdly, confirm vendors' accounts, including accounts with zero balances. Fourthly, vouch large monetary items to purchase journal and cash disbursement journal for a limited time after year-end. Fifthly, examine the date of receiving report or vendor invoices to determine if the liability falls within the current audit period. Lastly, examine the files of unmatched purchase orders, receiving reports, and invoices for any unrecorded liabilities.
Following this purchasing process was indeed vital for the business industry. It will make only help them to maximize productivity and increase profit, but also equip it to avoid financial loss like spoilage and voluminous leftovers.
Yes, absolutely agree with that, and that's all for today. Again, I am John Patrick Sarmiento.
I am Yapid Leres Angel J. Have a good day.